This is called Things No One Tells You About Watching Someone You Love Die. They don't tell you that you will spend 3 months on the phone with incompetent medical clinics and that in the end, you will keep calling the office of the New York City oncologist you took your dad for a second opinion to because you trusted his solid jawline and bespectacled air of integrity, because he told you the cancer was rare and that immunotherapy could work dramatically well. They don't tell you that you will have to stand in the non-place of a waiting room staring out through Buffalo's gray sky hunger, and that you will ask a strange doctor in New York City if he is really dying, that you will ask if he would consider treating him, that you say will bring him to New York. They don't tell you that when he is diagnosed, you will plan your wedding in a week, that strangers will donate their time, and that your dying father will walk his only girl down the sunset aisle of his lakefront home, will shake the hand of a man who owns the same suit of honor. They don't tell you that you will turn hospice care away when they come to the room until one day you won't, until one day you will sign the DNR and it will feel as if you have hurled your father from the top of Mount Everest. They don't tell you that every evening when you reach the elevator, you will fold into yourself, that there is no hope for unfolding, that the crocodiles of grief have heard your bleeding and silently circle you for the eternal hunt. They don't tell you that one morning upon arrival, you will hear a patient ring the bell of remission, and you will wonder why you will picture your father 40 pounds heavier, grasping the string and beaming, triumphant, will wonder why the tides have chosen your kin and spared theirs. They don't tell you that you will buy an electric razor to shave him and will find old bits of food in his beard, that despite your best efforts to be gentle, you will cut him, that you will brush his teeth and hold 1 cup of rinse water and 1 cup of water with chunks of yellow sputum that you will watch crawl down the drain. They don't tell you that when he is home, you will think he is going to get better. You will hear stories of people spontaneously recovering in hospice, and you will believe that your father must be one of them. You will know this because he possesses more integrity while dying in a hospital bed than most men can muster in their best hour. They don't tell you how many times you will say goodbye just in case tonight is the night, how lucid he will be, how each moment becomes simultaneously gossamer and leaden, how he will remind you of Frodo Baggins when he is told what he must do, how his ocean eyes remain still and resolute in his fate. They don't tell you that you will massage his cool hands with lotion every night, and that you are the only person he will let style his hair. They don't tell you that you will awaken countless nights at dawn and will sneak in to listen to the cathedral of his chest singing, half hoping it has surrendered. They don't tell you that you will reconvene with God, that you will remember that you never left her, that you will resurrect all your rage at her. They don't tell you that the lake just outside will echo the journey inside, that it will spew cold and sharp, barreling snowflake ballerinas into double-paned windows and lashing tree branches, and that the morning he passes, the morning after you decide to finally go ice skating, it will rest smooth and even. They don't tell you that you will hate the world after, that you will resent every human who still has a dad, that some days you will recoil into something that isn't even human, into something that is just alive, that death now becomes a bedfellow, a co-pilot, a sneering clown. They don't tell you that every joy will be weighted with guilt, every carnal pleasure firmly anchored to mortality, every future plan incinerated by cynicism. And they don't tell you how often your brain will forget and will tell you to call him about gas prices. They don't tell you that the time you're spending will be the most you have spent in 6 years, that some answers will disappoint you, that your human failings will still fail. They don't tell you that you will remember that he was the first to hold you when you emerged into this strange world, your eyes open, your mouth quiet, how your mother said she watched him looking at you and fell in love with him all over again. They don't tell you that you won't know what to do with golf tees, antique train sets, or multiple computer speakers with random tarnished pennies that could have lived in his hands or pockets. They don't tell you that through all of this, your love will multiply, that you will perch next to his bed like an altar, will shakily offer up to your father the question of if he knows how much you love him, how he will cup your hands in his, turn his holy boys near.